The market moves down into key support. Are there any bulls to be found? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact that we were looking for that C wave to continue towards 43.15 before resuming the downtrend. However, if they broke 42.42 directly, I was looking for a more direct move lower to new lows, and that's exactly what we saw. The market broke through 42.42 and made new lows into key support, and now the question is, are there any bulls left? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, 3 trades yesterday, 1 winner, 2 losers for a small losing day. Part of trading is losing, but I do want to be transparent with you. And if you want to be part of this incredible community and winning trading team, stay tuned for an awesome coupon code later in the video. For now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 2-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. And we were looking at this bounce here, and I told you that if they were able to hold support here, we would still look for them to continue higher in a C wave towards 43.15 before coming down. Obviously, they could not hold the support area and broke through. And once they broke through support, we thought that they would head for new lows, and that's exactly what we saw. Now the market is teetering on that 4170 SPX area we've been talking about. They got down to about 4180 today and keep testing it, and they didn't really give us a strong bounce toward the end of the day to give us any indication that the bottom is in. So we are still looking for lower. The bulls have a tiny bit of room here to thread the needle. They really need to hold 4170 if that's going to be the case, but I am not hopeful that that will happen given the overall bearish move that we've had so far. But we take the chart as it presents itself, and so what we would continue to look for here is an extension down toward the 4150 to 70 area here. This would likely be a wave 3 completing. Then you'd look for another bounce up in 4 and then 5 down toward that 4100 to 4096 area we've been talking about. So we would look for a low and then one more push up and then one more low down into that 4096 area if we're going to follow through on the bearish count, which would be the primary right now. And then from there, we would look for a very strong rally back towards 4400 because this is a diagonal off of the top. And when diagonals end, very often you see a sharp retrace in the opposite direction. So that's what we'd be looking for in the kind of medium term picture here is the bulls to hold down here around 4100, get a spike of this support level that you see here. So they'll test it, would be the idea. They come down, test the support box, bounce, break through the support box and a spike, and then rally back through it to give us a wave 2 back up. And then we would resume the downtrend in a very big way after that. This support box is very strong. If you zoom out to the daily, if you zoom out a little bit here, you can see it over here on this side back from April and May. They were in this area a lot. Has a lot of support there. But if you zoom out to the daily real quick, you can see that there's a bunch of interaction with this box. They spiked through it here, and held. They tried to get above it here and failed. They tried to get above it here and failed, here, and here. So there's a lot of activity and support in this box. So the bulls do need to kind of hold. The likely holding spot for me is 4100 if it's going to be the bearish count, or if the bulls can find some strength here and muster some support, they can try to push up out of here in a bullish count. But again, that is not the primary count or something that I have a lot of faith in. It's just a possibility. So overall, the bearish count would be our primary, where we're looking for a little bit lower, a bounce, and then down toward that 4100 area overall. And then we look for a pretty sharp retrace off of that area. Over on the NASDAQ, okay, guys, so on the NASDAQ, it's a little bit different of a count. Remember, we're counting a diagonal off the top where this would be wave 1, wave 2, and then A of 3, B of 3, C of 3 down towards that 13,847 region. Then we'd look for a bounce up in 4 and then 5 down toward that 13,292 region to complete wave 1 of C on the NASDAQ. And so NASDAQ has a similar count in the idea of we're trying to complete similar wave numbers, but the overall count is different in that it's only in wave 3 of its wave 1, whereas the ES is trying to complete its wave 5. We kind of take each chart on its own. They tend to trade in step, but the NASDAQ usually will catch up if it needs to later on. So off of this wave 4 high, we would call this wave 5 of 3. We would like it to extend down toward the 14,260 area. Then we'd look for a bounce up in wave 4, and then one more low down here toward that 13,850 area to give us that wave 3. Then we look for a bounce back up in 4 into wave 1 territory, which would be around the 14,900 level. And then one more push lower down here toward the 13,292 level to give us our wave 1 of C to the downside. So the NASDAQ's tracing out a different count. It still hasn't got to its 1.0. It still does have bullish possibilities. It's much more bullish overall than the ES in the sense that it has plenty of room to the downside to still stay above its pivot. However, given the overall structure of the ES and where it would be in conjunction with the NASDAQ would likely catch up in wave 3. That tends to be what happens as tech kind of lags off the top or bottom and then leads in wave 3. So again, we'd be looking for a little lower here down towards 14,265, back up in wave 4, and then one more low down here into the 13,850 area as our primary, and then another 4 and 5 after that to complete the bigger wave 1. If the bulls are going to step up and try to do something here, they really should hold the 1.0, which is around that 14,402 area. So we can come down, spike that 1.0, and we would look for a 5-wave move up that would have to challenge these highs here. And that would give us a 1 of 5 of 3 to the upside. And then we'd look for a pullback off of that. So the bulls, not dead, not as dead as they are on the ES. For the NASDAQ, they do have some hope on the NASDAQ. But given the ES's structure and posture, I don't have a ton of faith that that's going to play out. And if we get any kind of break of 4170 on the SPX, I should say, on the SPX 4170 breaks, then I think that we'll follow through with this move down toward the 13,850 area overall. So NASDAQ not quite as bearish as ES, but getting closer. And again, they usually catch up in wave 3. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and we'll take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans that both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it and become part of the trading community we have built. Before you ever spend a penny, you can cancel at any time. We also have our Elliott Wave for Beginners course. I told you about a coupon early in the video. That coupon is for this course. The coupon code is SPOOKY. It's October. Halloween is coming up. It's one of my favorite holidays. So all the way through the end of the month, you can get $30 off of our Elliott Wave for Beginners course. So you can get it for $37 with the coupon code SPOOKY. Now, I do want to show you how to use that coupon code because it is a little bit tricky and I want to make sure you get the discount. So once you click on the course, it'll take you to this page where you put in your information. You'll see right here it says price $67. If you scroll down here just a little bit right under your password, it'll say have a coupon. You click on that little link right there and you type in the coupon code SPOOKY and hit enter. And you'll see a little bar come up. And if you scroll to the top of the screen, you'll see that price is now $37 with coupon code SPOOKY. So make sure you put that in so that you get the discount. And then one more thing down here when you're getting ready to pay, pick what you want to pay with and then hit sign up. After that, you'll be taken to the page where you can put in your credit card details if you need to. So you won't be putting in your credit card details here. You hit the sign up button, and then on the next page, you do that. Now, here's what's awesome. This course is helping real traders make real money and understand the market in a way that makes sense. It can be very confusing to see bad news make the market go up and good news make the market go down. The news cycles are meant to confuse traders, and the market is irrational. Elliott Wave helps you understand these things, gives you the key levels to trade off of so that you can finally understand the market in a way that makes sense. It is 25 videos in 3 sections. The first is the introduction. We go over the expectations, the mindset, the KISS method, and why it works. The next is your chart setup and tools. We go through every tool we use on our chart, how to use it with Elliott Wave, and why. And that helps you understand where the tops and bottoms are and whether your moves are working out the way you expect or not. And then finally, we have the Elliott Wave for Beginners course where I go through each of the waves, what their failure points are, what their confirmation points are, how they work, why they work, what we're looking for, as well as the zigzag theory, the theory of alternation, corrective depth theory, the pivot, everything you want to know in a clear, easy, concise manner so that you can understand the market in a way that makes sense. The really cool thing is if you don't want to buy the course directly, it does come free with both of our monthly memberships. So if you become a monthly member, you automatically get the course for free. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go through exactly where we are in the counts and what to expect, as well as the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ. And with our new trading algorithm, we are day trading as well as swing trading. So we do trade quite a bit in our room. But if you are looking for individual stocks as well as PT's reduced risk binary method, you need to check out PT's throne room. In there, You get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that just crushes the market. He gets you in at a very cheap price and then gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. It's something you kind of have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, key takeaways for today. The primary count does have us extending a little bit lower here toward the 4170 to 4150 area on the ES, then a bounce, then back down toward the 4100 area overall. If the bulls can hold 4170 SPX and give us any kind of rally, they do have some hope to continue to push higher, but that hope is dwindling and the bears are in control of the market. Over on the NASDAQ, we are again looking for a little bit lower here toward the 14,260 area, then a bounce, and then one more low down toward the 13,850 area to give us wave 3. Then we look for a 4 and 5 after that. If the bulls can hold the 14,402 or just below that area and then push higher in an impulsive way, again, not our primary counter, not something we're holding our breath about, that would be a chance for the bulls to take back control of the market. Guys, that is your market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.